everyone, and welcome to another Drunk Movie Review. This is a weekly podcast, but we upload the video version to YouTube, so you can check that out. My name is Vetta, and as always, I am joined by my little brother, Matt.
Hey, you guys.
We will be talking about the movie Kate, which is on Netflix.
Yes.
So, what was your overall take before you watched it of Kate? Oh, no, back up. What are you drinking? I almost got the most important question of the day.
Right on. Well, you know me. I'm a wine person, so I am drinking a Sauvignon Blanc. Is that how you say it? It doesn't matter. It's fucking delicious. And I'm drinking that, you know. What are you drinking?
The good old Dirty Shirley.
I almost made one because I don't know if I have enough.
I poured a little too much grenadine in it, so it looks like, fruit punch.
Right.
It's delicious.
Yeah. If you can make I feel like any drink that tastes like Kool-Aid or, like, in your case, fruit punch, like, that's dangerous. That's more dangerous than anything. So
you say dangerous, I say delicious.
It is. That's why it's dangerous, because you take it like a shot. You're like, this tastes like a fruit punch. This reminds me of, the second grade when you're at a birthday party and you're sitting in the corner just all like, why doesn't Kate like me? I'm just contemplating, All right. So.
Okay. So when we watched Kate.
Yeah, we did. I liked the trailer when I watched it, when we decided we were going to do this movie. And then, I really liked this movie. I was going to tell you, but since we're on here already recording, I'm going to tell you we have to do more movies that we don't like, because I'm just basically going to sit here and lick this movie's taint because I really liked it. I'm all like, I have very little things that I disliked. I'm just
but I told you that on the phone. Like, you know how we always say we're not going to talk about the movie before. And I just simply said, we have to start picking more movies that we hate.
Yeah. So we can shit on them. And
right.
I feel like those are more fun.
We need more Cinderella.
We just need, because we need a bad movie that's like a bad movie, because we can watch a bad movie that's like so bad that it's good that I'll just be like, I loved this. But just like the whole time I'm like, I have nothing but.
We need a terrible movie that's super overrated with, horrible actors in it. That we can just make fun of them and the movie and everything else.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I really liked it. Did you like it?
I did.
Awesome.
I saw the trailer for it and I was like, oh my goodness, we have to do this. Mostly because I also really like Mary Elizabeth-Winstead a lot. I like her work. So
I do.
And I was kind of shocked at first because I didn't recognize her in like the trailer at first.
No.
And then there was I don't know. I think it was the way she had her hair, because it was pulled back away from her face. And normally her hair is done in a way where it's like, if I got to use words because nobody can see my hand gestures.
Right on. That's so funny.
So it's always like around her face and everything. And in the one shot in the trailer, her cheekbones were really defined and it just didn't look like her in the trailer to me.
Gotcha. I disagree. I knew who it was right off the bat.
Okay, well, sorry.
Right on. No, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, listen.
Apparently I should have my prescription checked.
Different strokes. It's totally fine. Yeah, my prescription's fine.
All right. Well, I feel we should start with the dislikes because that's my shorter part of the list.
Right on. My likes list is short too, just because I just kept writing random thoughts down while watching it. I have a lot of Kate is badass. I wrote that down a lot and everything. Right. So
one of the things I wrote, and I'll just say this right away because it wasn't in my likes or dislikes, it was just a thing. I went, well, this movie kind of blows out our whole, we hate when a skinny girl takes out 52 men and everything. Because I felt like in this movie, it was justified. She was trained from, a small age, and they always came at her one-on-one.
Yeah, but
they didn't come at her in groups.
Right on. No, but we can still bitch about that because this was not in the same vein as that, because she got hit a bunch and she wasn't like, how, like, for instance, and I'll just bring this up, another movie that Mary Elizabeth-Winstead was in was Birds of Prey, and Harley Quinn just kept beating up every man in that movie and like barely took a hit. And I'm all like, That's not how real life works. Like if you're
No.
gonna be in a fight, you're gonna have to take a hit. So she took a couple of hits.
Oh, she took a few more
Yeah,
than a couple. She took some good ones.
like Atomic Blonde, that movie, that she's fighting in that movie and she's taking hits. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is realistic because even though she won, she still was getting her ass kicked, a little
Yeah,
bit.
and at some point
So,
you actually thought, oh crap, if I didn't know she was the main character of this movie, I would think she was gonna lose.
right.
Yeah.
So I think that doesn't I mean apply to this movie. My biggest dislike in this movie was that she died. I
Yes.
was at the end, I was all like they ended it and I was like, oh, I was hoping they would be able to save her just a little bit,
Yeah, I was hoping the like, I don't know what his official title is.
Kimoji. I kept
Yeah.
writing Kimoji, but that's not what it is. It's like
No, I was thinking more of whatever his title is, crime boss, father, whatever.
had the antidote to
Right, that he would have something that may not be an antidote, but it might be able to help prolong her life, or it might somehow be able to pool the radiation. And even if it was a little painful, there could have been something to save her.
right on. Yeah, no,
I was really not happy. I was like, the poor little girl gets it. Everyone she gets attached to dies on her.
right on. Yeah, no, I was like, and like it just ended with like her dying, and I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. I was like, oh, there's no sequel.
I really wish though at the end, instead of ending with her dying, that maybe it ended and it said 20 years later, and it showed like the little girl running her family's like crime business, but she was a badass at the same time because of Kate, because she gave the impression that Kate made a big,
right on. What was something on your dislike list?
I didn't like, what was his name? Raji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I didn't
Why
like
didn't you like
him.
Raji?
His character was one-dimensional. Like there was nothing to him other than he was greedy and wanted more power.
I kind of like that about Raji.
And his boyfriend came into it, but how come we didn't ever see him and his boyfriend together? Why wasn't there more into that?
Oh, right on. Which I have things to say about the boyfriend. I have things to say.
But my whole thing was he comes out of nowhere. Like all of a sudden the girl's like, yeah, we can go to his, and I can't remember what she calls the boyfriend, the Japanese word for it. But I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, we're bringing significant others into this that have never been mentioned before. Like,
right on. So I wrote down that I would have liked to have seen more of her backstory as far as like we got to see her
about to be in
like possession. She's killing that dude, like she goes to shoot him and the gun is empty or whatever, and then she stabs him, but I'm all like, what's that all about? Like I would have liked to have known what that was.
That was her first job.
But was that her dad?
No.
How do you know it was her first job?
Because
how do you know?
Because she's older than when she's the little girl, and he's explaining that she no longer has anyone else and that he's going to be everybody.
Then what happened to her parents?
That's what I don't know. That's what
I would have liked to have known more of her backstory.
When you said we were missing the backstory, I thought maybe because my theory is that he killed her parents and didn't realize she was either in the house or with them or whatever. So
that's why I wish they wouldn't have killed her off, because maybe we could have got a sequel.
Right. Yeah. I didn't like that. There was no reason, like, why did he send her in that situation without a loaded gun? Was it specifically to see if she finished the job and still killed the guy? And the fact that she looks like she's like 12 years old when he sends her out to kill somebody, which I totally get why he's doing that. Who's going to suspect a 12-year-old kid in a restaurant is going to pull out a gun or knife a guy in the neck?
You thought it was a restaurant?
Was it not a restaurant?
I thought it looked like a party to me, like a birthday party or something.
No, it looked like they were sitting at one of those family style restaurants in Japan, like the big circle ones that have the lazy Susan in the middle.
You thought it took place in Japan, her first job as a little kid?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't think so. I thought they looked Jewish.
I thought she grew up in Japan.
Okay, well, listen, we both got different things out of this.
That's what I mean. There wasn't enough backstory. Look at us. We're creating our own in our heads.
We are.
Hey,
anyone
out there, you want to DM me what your story is that you made? Go for it.
You know what? Netflix, hire us. We'll write your Kate prequel.
That would actually probably be a badass movie.
It would, because we'd be like, all right, okay, Kate, just stabby, okay, do your thing.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So,
now there's a new guy here. You got to go stabby him. Windows now.
Yeah. So did you have anything else on your dislike list?
I didn't like the lady in her earpiece all the time. That was like, the target is approaching.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna end up being the little girl's
mother. Yes,
that's what the whole time I'm all like,
too.
That's the whole time I'm all, go ahead. No, you go. That's like those couples that are like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
No, I love you.
Yeah. All right, you go first.
Okay. I don't remember. Oh, I was gonna say maybe that's what the sequel could be. It could be like the girl finding her mom, and because her mom's does the same job as
I'm not
Kate.
interested in that.
You're not?
I'm not interested in that girl with
I
the
would
sequel.
like more Kate for sure.
Yeah, I just want Kate. Yeah, I want Kate.
The little girl was a bit much.
Yeah, I'll talk about her too. I have things to say, although she's in my life.
What's your next dislike? Or
I
what
don't
did
have
you
any
to
more
say before I interrupted you?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, the whole time I thought that the mom was the one in the earpiece, being all like, it's green, take the target. And I thought that Woody Harrelson, Mr. Clean, I thought he was gonna be working for her the whole time.
Were you shocked at all when you found out he was the one that was
I'm like you on this one. I like figured it out from the get-go. As soon as she got poisoned, I was like, oh, it was Mr. Clean.
Like, the minute she said, I want to retire, I said, oh, you're dead.
Yeah. There's no leaving this business.
Right. Like I thought the rest of the movie was just going to be about her running away from all the people trying to kill her, not that she was trying to kill all the people that did kill her.
Right. Yeah, no, what's the first thing on your likes list?
So the first thing on my likes list is I really liked like Kate's whole character, from just the way she carried herself, the ensemble, the simpleness of her character. You know, I liked how it was, the setting in Japan.
Right on. Well, speaking of that,
great.
one thing that I really liked was at the very beginning, after the opening sequence where she kills Annie's dad. I liked how she was running, and then she stopped to look at that white dress.
Yes, really, and then that's the one she wears in the bar.
Yeah, I really like that a lot. I mean, it's so simple and stupid, but like I as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I like that, and I like that dress. I really liked it a lot.
That dress looked really good on her.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Sure. Yeah. As soon as she stopped and she looked at it, I was like, oh, you should buy that. You should buy that.
I see. And I said, oh, girl, you can afford it. Go for it.
Yeah. So I
like how we talk to the characters.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I talk to movies while I do
all the time
when I'm by myself. If I'm like at the movie theater with my wife, I don't talk to the movie. But when I'm by myself, I'm all like I'm like, if something happy happens, I'm like, yay.
But I still say stuff in my head, and sometimes in a movie I'll say something in my head that I think's funny, so I'll giggle, and then somebody will say, what's so funny? No,
you're right on. The one thing I wrote down, the first thing I wrote down on my likes list was, I love that she just wanted boom boom lemon. Like, she just wanted a soda. The whole time I'm just like, that's so funny. I was like, and the whole time I was like, I want to try a boom boom lemon. Yeah, I'm all like, what does boom boom lemon taste like? Is it just lemon soda? Like, what's going on?
I imagine it's like a lemon Fanta.
See, I was like, the whole time I'm all like, and I should check it out on Amazon, see if I can get a boom boom lemon. But I was like, I want to try that now. Is it delicious?
Right. Yeah, I did too the whole time. And every time she was out of it, I was like, oh my God, did they discontinue her soda? Don't do that. What else you got?
I wrote something down, but I cannot read it at all. So I'll just move on to the next one. I said I did like Annie. I said she was kind of annoying. I wrote down she's a little sassy and brassy and a little bit of a cunt. So
yes, but the actress that played her was so good, because you can't tell me she wasn't annoyed as fuck, going, this is so teenager cliche. This is not right.
Well, I have more.
She played it like a champ.
Yeah, I have more to say about her in a little bit because I didn't write it in my likes list or anything like that, but I just wrote down stuff as the movie was going on. But yeah, I really liked it when she was standing in front of that car and she was like putting her hand up like a gun, like
Yes.
a finger gun, and then when she
Yeah.
shot, the dude died. I was like, that's so fun because like if I was the person getting shot, I'd be like, what's happening right now? Oh, I'm dead now.
Right. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm dead.
Right. What's something on your like list?
I liked a lot. That's the problem. I liked the whole thing. I liked the scene where
What's
she
on your like
handcuffed.
list? This movie.
I liked the scene where she handcuffed the girl to the toilet because I
Oh
just
no,
want to
she
say this.
duct taped her.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that for a minute. First of all, she would have opened that door and I'd have been like, hell no,
Right.
not using this bathroom, not a chance.
Right.
And then the fact that she dragged the girl in and duct taped her to the toilet, like so close to the toilet, I would have been having a full-on panic attack. I would have
Right.
been in the fetal position, crying, just going, just kill me. This is worse than death. Just kill
Right.
me. So,
Yeah.
so I liked that whole market scene
Yeah,
a lot.
me too. Yeah, no, that was a good
So,
scene. It was really good.
and I love how she tries to ditch the little girl, and the little girl's like, wait for me, after she fought her for so long. I'm like,
Right.
oh, that's such a teenager.
Right. What else is on your like list?
No, it's your turn. I just said one.
No, I'm all done with my like list.
Oh, you're all
done.
done.
I told you I could. There's one thing on here I can't read. It looks like moody, but I'm like, that's not what it is. It's not moody. I just can't read it because I was drinking when I wrote down my notes. So
that's funny. I liked when Woody Harrelson is having the argument with Raji in the conference room about killing her. Like, he's like, I was working the problem. She wouldn't have left. And you killed her. Like, and he's all pissed off. Not only, he's not really pissed that they poisoned him. He's pissed that, what was it? Plutonium 204.
Yeah, 204.
Instead of 210, or I don't know. They said 210 when she was in the hospital or something.
Right on.
So,
I have things to say about that, but
well, then say them.
well, I mean, like, okay, for plutonium 204. Does this not taste like anything? I'm sorry, but does these minerals not taste?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, but how does this not have a taste or like a thing? Is plutonium 204 a powder that you just dry? Is it like a roofie?
I'm not a nuclear physicist, so I don't know.
And hey, Vetta, how does plutonium 204 happen?
Hey, Marlon, how's radiation poisoning happen?
Hey, Vetta, I'm not Marlon. That's my twin brother.
We should phone a friend right now and call him and ask him how that works.
Marlon's not having any of this. Anyways. Yeah, no, I was just like, when they were like, you were exposed to radiation. I was all like, is radiation now a powder that you can just dump in a drink at somebody like just
no, it does go, because like I've had radiation therapy. I had radioactive iodine pills. It comes in a pill.
Okay, what do you get?
And you're
on this all of a sudden?
Well, no, you're legit radioactive. Like, you're not supposed to, like, she broke the number one.
Radioactive.
She did. She broke the rule. Like, the whole time I'm like, that doctor didn't tell her not to come within 6 feet of people or 10 feet of pregnant people because you're oozing radiation.
I don't think that with a gun to his face. He's all like, hey, I should warn her. No,
it's to his femoral artery. Remember, she told him.
So what was something else on your like list?
I liked the end scene because when they were going to the apartment building to see, is it Raji? Yeah, Raji. When they're going to Raji's apartment, the teenager's all like, we can go in guns blazing. You can be like, pow, 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 bang, shoot, dead. And she's like, no. But then at the end,
you need to talk less and listen more.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that every teenager?
Right, for sure. So then at the end, when she goes in to rescue the girl, she goes in, guns blazing, pow, pow, pow. Everybody's dead. Save the girl.
Yeah, I did write down, like, while they were having that whole conversation, I'm all like, this Annie bitch is all like, talking to Kate like she's like a bestie. And I'm like, yo, this bitch is dying. Like you're all like trying on clothing and everything, like she's a Barbie doll. And she's
Or
like
in the
literally
taxi when
dying.
she's like, I want to get to know you. And she's like, I'm dying.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like this bitch is gonna be dead in like 7 hours. And you're all like, hey, bestie, like what's going on here?
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I had another thing that I was gonna say, and now I totally forgot. I don't remember now.
It's fine. That's what alcohol does. And when I talk
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I did write down is at the very first scene when she kills Annie's dad. I love how she kills him, and then the Kimoji guy was like, I'm fucking out. He just like drove away and like left the little girl.
No, it's not him, it's Raji in the background. If you watch, Raji's like waving the hands and yelling, and the uncle's just staring.
Oh, because I was like, oh, that uncle was like, fuck this, I'm out. Fuck that little girl. And I'm all like, oh, he just left her to die.
And my impression is Raji didn't realize the girl was gonna die, or thought the girl was gonna die, sent people back to retrieve the bodies, and they found the girl dead, and he played it off with the Kimji guy. Oh, I had to save you because we couldn't lose you. So they were collateral damage.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. But yeah. Something else I wrote down was I wrote down when did this become a Fast and the Furious movie? Like I was at one point, I was all like, what is going on here? Like,
but how obnoxious was that car?
Well, she like, first off, I love how she's like, hey, and then she just beats the shit out of him and then gets in his car. Like nothing's like, and then she puts on those freaking
seatbelt.
Well, it wasn't even a seatbelt. It was a parachute latches. And I'm all like, what kind of driving are you?
That's the kind of driving. Isn't that what they wear in Fast and the Furious?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
So if they crash, therefore they're protected better than a regular seatbelt.
When she crashed, I was like, how is she alive?
Because she was wearing the 5 harness little kid car seat
that
belt.
Must have been it, because I was like, it turned into paper mache real quick.
It had a roll cage in it. Don't most racing cars have roll cages? Have.
Because when she afterwards, I was like, is this car made of paper mache? Because she fucked it
Didn't you love the music that's playing with it? And she's hitting the radio like,
oh, that is so me. I don't know how you are with electronics, but I hit it too. I'm like, shut up. I'm like,
enough. Yeah, I'm done with you.
Yeah, I'm like I felt that because I was all like, I hit stuff all the time. I'm like, stop that. Stop it.
I would have started that car and it would have lit up like a fucking disco ball. I might have turned it off and got the fuck out and picked a different car.
Right. Yeah. I also wrote down, like, I love how Kate in this movie showed me how to make a silencer for my gun that I don't own. Because I just thought you just put a potato on the. Yeah, I just thought you just took a potato and stuck it on the end of your gun.
Potato's a one-shot use.
Oh, gotcha. Because I'm all like,
it's kind of like the pillow when you see in the movie they stuff the pillow over the person's head and shoot them. I think those are one-shot solutions. Hers is like for the life of the gun. I
was like, that's so handy. I just need $6, a sponge, and a Brillo pad and a flashlight and some tweezers, apparently.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's helpful, I guess.
If it gets wet though.
What?
If it gets wet, like in the rain.
Oh, gotcha. Do you have anything on your likes list? Anything else?
No, I don't know. I was torn on the whole radioactive skin melting thing that was going on. I was like, did the writers of this watch that TV show on HBO, the Chernobyl, and went, ooh,
oh, did you watch that Chernobyl?
Yes.
Oh, wasn't that disgusting? Oh,
that's what I'm saying. I was like, did they watch it and go, ooh, the skin melting? Let's add that in. That's
I couldn't watch. I couldn't eat while watching that. I was like, ugh, and everything. But, I don't know what radiation looks like besides movies and stuff. So I'm just surprised she didn't start melting. So, okay. Can we talk about the femboy boyfriend? The femmy boyfriend. Okay, first off, when they walked in and he's got his fish, his feet in those little fish, I've always wanted to try those fish. I've seen those on so many TV shows and movies. I want to try those so bad.
I think it's banned here now, isn't it?
Is it? Oh man, that's a bum. That bums me out.
I don't know if it's banned, but I know there was like a thing where the fish they like weren't able to be imported anymore or something because people were getting sick. There was something. I could totally be wrong.
Fish eating
from the fish eating your feet. Yes. I don't remember. I've been drinking. It could be a fragment of something from a movie. I hope
you're wrong. Because I've always wanted to try. I've seen those in so many things, and I want to try those.
All they do is the same thing as a pedicure. They take the dead skin off your feet.
Oh, I just want
do it. I'm super ticklish on my feet.
Oh, I want to try it so bad. Every time I see that in a movie or a TV show, I'm like, oh, I want to try one of those. But
aren't you afraid when you like put your feet in or take them out, you're gonna squish the fishies?
No, fuck those fish. Eat my feet. Yeah, no. Okay, so first off,
you're just looking for dinner and you're gonna kill them like
I just
grapes and you're making wine.
What? Yeah. What's going on here?
I said they're just trying to get a meal and you're treating them like they're grapes and you're making some wine, you know, they stomp on the grapes.
Some fish flavored wine.
And you were like, die, fishies. Die.
Yeah, fuck those fish. Anyways, if they're not eating my feet, I don't want to hear them. So I just want to say I love everything about this Femi boyfriend who's a killer, because I love how he's just like sitting there just like enjoying his night in his little leopard print sachet like thing. Yeah.
Japanese movies on TV.
He's just, and then the guy comes in, he's all like, okay, I'm good now. Bye, fucker. And everything. And then he's all like, and then hold on, I wrote it down. He's like, you do what you must to me, but I will not tell you the location of Ranji. And I'm all like, oh, this dude means business. He is not fucking around.
No, that's when I said, oh, he's not just the boyfriend. They met on the job. He's gonna kick some ass.
Yeah. And then when he turned into like this killer, I was like, oh, Femi boyfriend's not so Femi anymore. He is straight up like
Femi boyfriend started dating Raji so he could retire.
Right. Yeah. And I was like, I thought he was the bottom, but he is definitely not the bottom. He's a
stay-at-home boyfriend for sure, but
he's like, you think I'm the bottom? I'm verse. I'm a power top. And I'm all like, yeah, I believe it. I believe it with your tattoos and your killing skills.
Totally comes off as a bottom.
Yeah, because Raji got killed hardcore fast with those swords.
Like he was all talking shit to the old guy, and the old guy was like, I'm gonna kill you.
He's like, I am the future. Quick. Yeah, you're the future of death. Anyways, so you know what really bothered me the whole time at the end of the movie was her weird radiation eyes. They freaked me out. She had the one that was like super black and it was all bloodshot and red and everything. I was like, I don't like this. It's freaking me out. I don't like it at all. Like,
he's all, could you just stop at the ophthalmologist and get a colored contact lens and pop that in, because you're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I just, the whole time I'm all like, I don't like her eye. And like the Annie,
you can handle her skin literally burning from the inside out, but you can't handle the eye.
Yeah, that just looked like red, like lesions, although lesions make me itch. So maybe lesion isn't the right word, but
she looked like they look like burns.
Yeah, and that didn't bother me as much, but like the eyes, just like every time like it was a close up, I was like, oh, I do not like your demon eyes. I don't like it at all.
He's like, stop looking at my soul.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you had? Because I've been talking a lot. You go.
I liked a lot at the end. I liked the cool sword fight with the old guy that lasted all of 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was bummed about that it only lasted.
I was like,
I thought it would be I thought Ranji knew his shit, but apparently he doesn't, because he just thought he was an
old guy with his crippled arm, but apparently the arm crippling in the sling was just a ploy, because he took that son of a bee out and put his hand behind his back like he was a fencer and was like, on guard.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like how Renji, like he just like so took him down like a little bitch. Like Renji was like, I am the future. And I'm like, well, swords are the past. So you better learn your shit real quick, buddy, okay? Because
that whole scene
Kimoji, what?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say because Kimoji knows his sword shit.
For
He's been
sure.
practicing. And you know what gets me? Okay, so I love how right before she's about to kill Kimoji, I don't know if that's his name. That's what I wrote down because I can't remember. It sounded like emoji, but with a K. Anyways, but she's about to kill Kimoji, and Annie is all like, he's going back to the house that they grew up in. And then they go back, she goes back to the house that they grew up in. I was like, this house is pretty nice. I just want to say that. Like these people, like they act like they're poor in the house they grew up in as kids. And I'm all like, they look like they came from a wealthy family because this house
They
looks nice.
they're from a like crime family.
Yeah.
Of course, that is their poorhouse.
Oh, well,
You know,
give me their poorhouse because
right?
they should see my poorhouse. This is my poorhouse, what I live in.
Right? My forever home is this money pit
Yeah,
that I have put my
yeah.
life savings in.
Like she made it sound like it's the house that they grew up in and everything.
Like it was the house in the movie Geisha.
Yeah, like I was just waiting for him to pull up to a crappy apartment, that like
With
you
a
know
dirt floor, or
yeah.
the walls are so thin there's a hole and you can see your neighbor in
Yeah.
the bathtub.
Yeah, and I'm all like, this looks like a nice house to me. I'm just saying, like I would
It
live
was
here.
way more than a nice house. It had a
Yeah.
whole courtyard in the
Yeah,
center.
exactly.
Of it.
Yeah, it's got like bonsai trees, but like the big kind in their courtyard. I'm all like, okay, well, we have different definitions.
Park in the middle of their house. Our definition of the family house, that's the poor house,
Yeah, you
different.
right. Yeah, you've got pillow chairs just sitting in the middle of the rooms. I mean, like, okay, cool, whatever. All right. So sorry that I'm poor and you're not. Anyways.
Yeah, they're like, the guest bathroom is only 800 square feet. We're so
Right.
sorry, it's so small.
Right. Okay, so question I have for you is, and I know we've talked about it a little bit, do you think there's a way they could do a sequel?
I think, like we said before, it would need to be a prequel because she can't come back to life from plutonium poisoning. I mean,
Well,
that's just
I
not
don't.
a thing.
Right on. Well, this is the thing. I don't
And I would
know.
love to I would love to have given the plutonium a goog, but I'm afraid I'm going to become on some
Stop saying
government
goog.
watch
I don't like
list.
that. I don't like it at all. You've said that before. I don't like it. Stop saying it. It's not.
Okay,
It makes me.
I
unhappy.
would love to Google.
Yeah.
I already forgot the word. What's the word?
Plutonium 204.
Plutonium 204. But I'm afraid I'm going to become on some kind of government watch list. I've Googled so much on true crime, serial killers and poisons and stuff that I'm pretty sure I'm already on some kind of watch list. I don't think I need to be on that kind of
maybe
watch
you
list.
should be because you're a crazy person. Anyways, yeah, no, this is the thing. I don't know any science because I'm not like that smart and everything. But if there's a way to get around it, I say bring her back. Because let's be honest, we didn't see her die. We did not see her die.
Didn't. It just gave the impression.
Yeah. So, would you like to see a sequel?
I would. I'd like to see that they realized Raj screwed up and gave her plutonium 194. I don't know if that's a thing, but I figure because it's a lower number, it's curable.
Right.
And they rush her to the hospital and they save her, or they find out some way to pool the radiation out of her or something. I think that would be really cool. Maybe they could freeze her body and bring her back in 30 years when they find a cure.
Okay, listen, this isn't Demolition Man. Okay, calm down. All right.
You answer it. No, I think the prequel is the best we can do. We can hope for.
Right on. Okay, that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
No, it's just a really good movie.
It is a good
liked
movie.
it a
I mean,
lot.
like, I know a lot of people are like, I read some reviews and people are saying it's generic and like, it's just basically one of those revenge kind of movies, but like assassin revenge kind of movies. But I still liked it. I could watch.
I was gonna say, so what if that's what you think? It's like, it still doesn't change. It's a good movie.
Yeah, you could make like 1 million of these movies. I'd watch all of them. If we're like those John Wick movies, they could keep making.
Because she's been on the job for 12 years. There could be what it could be. They could all be prequels leading up to that show, the jobs she went on beforehand.
Yeah. This is Netflix. This is the content I am here for. Show it to me.
Right. Give me that. I'm here all day. I'll binge watch that shit like nobody's business.
Right on. Okay.
Alrighty. So for our next segment, we're going to move into our questions. So my question is what is your favorite Mary Elizabeth-Winstead movie?
So I thought about this, and I really like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Can we just call her Mew, by the way? Because that's shorter. Anyways, so I really like Mew. I think that she's great. But I thought about, I was gonna say Birds of Prey, because I really like her in that movie, but it's Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I love her in that movie. She's so great. I love that movie.
I get excited.
Mhm.
I was just gonna say that's what I picked because I love Ramona. She changes her hair color every week. She's edgy. She's
She is.
mysterious.
I just like her dry, like, responses to everything. Like, she's
Oh,
just like,
she's
okay,
so Ben
yeah,
Ben Stein and Ferris Bueller. You know, Bueller.
she's really great. I love that movie, but I really like her in that movie. Like, she's
Oh,
just
for
so
sure.
great. Yeah,
That
I
is
love
a
how,
go-to movie for me.
yeah, I
Like,
love how she wears roller skates while she's delivering packages. It's so crazy, but so good, so good.
and she was delivering Amazon Canada before, like on roller skates, before apparently Amazon in Canada had real delivery service.
That's so fun. I didn't know that. That's funny. That makes me happy.
You should watch it because that's Scott orders and Amazon. He's like, what's Amazon's email? What's their website? Amazon at KA or CA. And he's like, thanks. And they're like, are you ordering a package? And he's like, no, ding dong.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I love that movie. And yeah,
that's I could spend a whole hour talking about that movie by itself.
Ooh, we should do that one time.
We should.
Old movies.
We should do that and have those for when we take a vacation.
For sure.
Those can be our backup movies.
For sure. All right. So
what is your question?
Yes, my question is, what is your favorite assassin movie? Go.
Oh, I had a really hard time with this one. I really did.
Well, you better figure it out real quick.
I did figure it out. I'm trying to pick. I had multiples. I'm trying not to make a list. I'm trying just to pick one. So I went with the movie that made me like, it wasn't the best assassin movie in the world, but I liked it for a whole lot because this movie gave us shit to talk about for many, many years, even if it wasn't the best movie. So I went with Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, right on.
Because it was a good movie. I liked it.
I liked it too.
But we talked about it. People talked about the movie for forever because that is the movie that started Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's divorce, because that's where him and Angelina were all like, hey, how you doing?
How
you doing? So yeah, that's my pick. It was a good movie. It had great action. It had a lot going on. I liked it. What was yours?
Oh, mine is Kill Bill. I love that movie. I love and I'm going to say part one. Yeah, I'm going to say part one over part two, even though I do like part two.
That is one of those weird movies that the sequel kind of held the same level as part one. It didn't take that big nosedive that normal sequels do.
Yeah, no, I like part one better, but I do like part two. But I love Kill Bill. It's so good. I love everything about it.
Uma Thurman's so good.
Oh my God, she's so hot. I find her so attractive.
Have you seen her now? And her daughter?
Oh yeah, her daughter.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, her daughter was in that Fear Street that we reviewed. She's the final, or she's the first girl. Yeah, she's great. I love her.
Yeah.
No, I love Uma Thurman. I love Kill Bill. It's so good.
I go Ethan Hawke stupid for divorcing her. Fucking mistake. Who does that?
It should happen. I love Ethan Hawke too.
I do too, though.
He's hot too. I'd fuck him too.
Oh,
yeah, they're all hot.
Line
it's hot people. It's hot people making hot people. It's like really annoying. Like stop making.
Well, ugly people make hot people every now and then you just look at them and go, wait a minute, how'd that happen?
Yeah, what happened there? But listen,
a lot of recessive genes coming through on those.
Yeah, listen, it's the exception to the rule, but it's
right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Follow us on Twitter at BS Drunk Pod. Stay tuned for updates. We will also be posting this on YouTube at BS Drunk Movie Reviews. Like and subscribe, please.
Don't forget to drink, recap, and review and repeat.
Thank you so much again. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.